Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a horror film, Aftermath. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. Kevin is a cleaner that cleans up crime scenes. His regular tasks include wiping blood from the walls and cleaning a house where a murder took place. One day after work, he picks up his wife Natalie, who is a fashion designer. She got a big contract today. They are both in a good mood. When they are making out at home, Kevin suddenly stops and says, "I can't do this." Natalie cheated on him with his brother before, which was a crushing blow to him. Natalie and Kevin are trying their best to save their relationship and marriage. Their psychologist suggests they make a change and move to a new environment, which may help. Kevin takes the first action. There is a big house he cleaned up before, nice and affordable. Kevin decides to buy it. However, Natalie doesn't like the idea. She finds it disturbing to live in a house where there was a murder or suicide. Natalie and Kevin have an argument about the house. Guilt-ridden, after cooling down, Natalie gives in and agrees with Kevin's decision. They buy the house at a very low price soon. On the first day when they move in, something odd happens. Their dog keeps barking at nothing. Natalie finds some scratches in the wardrobe. She thinks the dog did it, so she doesn't think anything of it. That night, they are awakened by the dogs barking downstairs. Kevin gets up and goes to check on the dog. While he is walking the dog upstairs, the dog is scared by a human shadow behind Kevin and refuses to follow him. Kevin can't do anything about it, so he leaves the dog and goes back to sleep. Natalie asks if he went to the toilet. Kevin says he didn't. Natalie realizes someone is in the toilet. Slowly and watchfully, Kevin inspects the toilet, but there is nobody in there. Kevin guesses it's just because Natalie is not used to the new environment yet. The next morning, Natalie can't find her keys anywhere before she leaves the house, but Kevin easily finds them on the table for her. Natalie is seeing a customer today. The customer would like to invest in Natalie and establish her as a brand name. The news makes Natalie very happy. Meanwhile, Kevin is having a class in the university where he meets Avery again, a girl he met once before. They get along pretty well. Kevin gives his number to Avery after class. At night, to celebrate Natalie's business, Kevin prepares a candlelit dinner at home for her. Natalie appreciates it a lot. They spend a romantic night together. Whilst they are sleeping, Natalie is woken up by the cold. She gets up and switches the heating on. When she is drinking water downstairs, she hears music playing. She thinks it is Kevin, but she doesn't see him. She turns the music off and looks around. Perhaps there is a thief in their house. She checks every room, but nothing suspicious is found. The next morning, Natalie wakes up and finds the greetings Kevin left on the mirror in the bathroom, which is heartwarming. She notices the relationship with Kevin has improved. Kevin later receives a message from Avery at work. She has been texting him a lot recently. His colleagues mock him about it. Meanwhile, at home, while Natalie is talking to her sister over the phone about inviting their mother for dinner, her dog keeps jumping at her. Natalie is annoyed, so she throws a ball under the bed to distract the dog. Later, when she wants to get the ball out, she can't reach it. She goes to find a long stick. When she returns to the room, she finds the ball on the bed, which gives her the creeps. As she is rushing out to meet a customer, she doesn't give it much thought. Natalie runs into Kevin's brother when she is expecting her customer. It turns out that Kevin's brother is the one who helped Natalie get the investment. Meanwhile, Kevin and Avery are getting closer. One day, Kevin and Avery meet and have a discussion about their studies. While they are having a drink, Avery asks if Kevin has any siblings out of curiosity. Kevin doesn't want to talk about his brother, so he lies to Avery that his brother died. Kevin is upset and drinks a lot. He stays later than he anticipated. Natalie sleeps alone at home. She's awakened by the cold again. She looks out at the door and sees a hand reaching out behind the door. Natalie is scared. She turns on the light quickly. Though terrified, she wants to know what it is. She walks slowly to the door. Suddenly, a hand covers her mouth from behind. Kevin finally decides it is time for him to go home. When he arrives, he sees Natalie sleeping on the sofa. He asks her why she slept there. Natalie says somebody is in the house. Kevin doesn't believe her because all the doors are locked. After an argument, Kevin and Natalie go to see the psychologist again. Natalie claims that the house is haunted, but the psychologist doesn't believe what she says either. That night, Natalie's sister comes to their house before they return to prepare dinner for her mother. Odd things begin to happen. Natalie's sister turns off the tap that is dripping and goes upstairs. Then she hears the watering is running, so she goes back to the kitchen. The tap that she just turned off is on. Later, she hears footsteps upstairs. The next second, the power is cut and all the lights are off. Natalie's sister is scared. She runs upstairs to find the dog, but the dog has disappeared. There are rapid footsteps outside the room. She closes the door immediately. She clearly sees a human shadow from the bottom of the door, and the door handle moves. Startled, Natalie hides in the wardrobe. She doesn't know that the clothes behind her are pushed aside. Suddenly, she is dragged from behind by something and disappears. Not long after, Kevin and Natalie arrive home. They think Natalie's sister has left without helping. They have no choice but to order a takeaway to treat Natalie's mother. Natalie doesn't get on well with her mother. Her sister is supposed to be there to smooth over relations. Since her sister is not here, Natalie and her mother have an argument soon during dinner. Just then, something smashes in the house. They follow the sound and see that somebody has set fire to Kevin's car. They don't know who is responsible. All they can do is report it to the police. Natalie wants to investigate the strange occurrences herself, so she goes to the former owner of the house, Claudia. Natalie learns that the house actually belonged to Claudia's brother. Claudia's brother killed his wife and committed suicide afterward because his wife cheated on him. Claudia still can't accept this tragedy. Claudia's husband sees Natalie off when she leaves and tells her that he would like to buy the house back at a lower price because he thinks Natalie and Kevin took advantage of Claudia when she was not in her right mind. Just then, Natalie receives a call from Kevin who tells her that an accident happened. Their dog passes out when he is walking it with Avery. Kevin takes the dog to the vet. When Natalie arrives, the vet tells them that the dog got food poisoning and there is no treatment. Heartbroken, Natalie and Kevin say goodbye to the dog. When they arrive home, they see a flower basket at the door. From the basket, Kevin learns that his brother helped Natalie. Natalie explains to Kevin it is just work. But Kevin doesn't believe her because she said the same thing to him last time when she cheated. That night, while Natalie and Kevin are sleeping, Natalie hears some noise outside of the bedroom door, which wakes her up. She has a bad feeling, so she wakes Kevin up. Then they hear someone going downstairs. Kevin thinks the thief is escaping, so he runs downstairs. Kevin and Natalie can't find anyone in the house. They call the police. All the information they tell the police is not helpful. Natalie tells the police that strange things happen in this house. A pale man once attacked her from behind. She is convinced the house is haunted. The police leave their house since they can't get any useful information. Kevin heard the noise, but he won't believe there is a ghost in the house. To make Natalie feel safe, Kevin installs cameras in the house, although he is a little short of money at the moment. Natalie fails to deliver the products to her customer because she has not been in a good mental and physical condition lately. Luckily, she gets an extension. Natalie blames everything on Kevin's brother. If he had not sent the flowers, she would not have had a fight with Kevin. Strangely, Kevin's brother says he never sent her any flowers. Natalie goes back home and finds the name card on the basket from the bin. She takes a picture of the name card. While she is browsing the album on her phone, she sees a picture of her sleeping. Someone must have used her phone to take a picture of her while she was asleep. Suddenly, she hears music playing in the living room. Natalie holds a knife and goes to the living room to check. The moment she turns the music off, there is a loud noise in the room. Natalie calls the police immediately. A police officer tells her to stay in a safe place, and the police will come soon. Natalie goes to her bedroom and realizes it was just a branch from the tree outside, blowing in the wind and hitting the window. She calls the police again to inform them that they don't need to visit. Just when she hangs up, a human shadow appears in the corner of the room. Natalie runs downstairs and calls the police again. It is strange that the human figure appears downstairs and runs towards her. Scared, Natalie runs back to her room to talk to the police. The police keep asking about the intruder. Natalie starts to lose hope. She knows the police can't do anything about ghosts. Natalie searches everywhere and can't find a place to hide. In the end, she jumps into the swimming pool from upstairs. Kevin happens to see Natalie and saves her from the pool. Later, the police come and have an investigation. They also search every corner of the house. Kevin is tired and wants to go to bed. Natalie feels upset because Kevin doesn't believe her. Natalie tells him about the picture of her sleeping. Kevin snaps that it might be his brother who took the picture. Natalie is so disappointed that she leaves the house without saying a word. The police watch the recordings in their home. There were no other people in the house when Natalie called the police. The police think Natalie may have mental health issues. Kevin is concerned about Natalie. He takes her to see their psychologist, who suggests she goes back onto her medication. Natalie insists she knows what she saw. Natalie decides to move out and return the house to Claudia. Kevin is not happy when he hears Natalie went to Claudia before. He thinks Natalie has drawn too much attention. Natalie and Kevin have a big fight. Their relationship has deteriorated. Kevin doesn't want to argue with Natalie anymore. He turns around and is about to leave. Suddenly, he falls to the ground. Natalie hurries to take Kevin to the hospital. The doctor tells Natalie that Kevin has been poisoned by Nerium, which is a lethal poisoning agent. The police suspect that Natalie is the one who poisoned Kevin because they have problems in their relationship. Moreover, Natalie cheated on him with a rich man. She seems to have the motive, but the police can't do anything about her yet because they don't have any evidence. Soon after, Kevin recovers and returns home. He doesn't trust Natalie like before. He doesn't take the lunch Natalie prepared for him when he goes out to study. At night, a strange man knocks at the door. Natalie thinks he has the wrong house. Before she closes the door, the man suddenly breaks into the house and attempts to rape her. Natalie picks up a pair of scissors near her and stabs him. Soon the police arrive to investigate. They think the man has been watching Natalie for a while. The police don't arrest the man. Claudia's husband is the one behind this. He spread rumors online saying Natalie is a lonely, unsatisfied wife. He wanted to scare Natalie so that she would give up buying the house. Kevin concludes that Claudia's husband is also the one who poisoned him. The police don't have evidence that can prove Claudia's husband poisoned Kevin, but they believe he was involved in the death of the previous homeowners. He had a large debt. The house that was left to him was the only financial venture he had. Now knowing the truth, Natalie and Kevin manage to solve some of their conflicts. Natalie suggests they separate at least for a little while. The next morning, Kevin leaves the house early. He is going to study with Avery together. Natalie regrets it and calls Kevin, saying she hopes he can come home soon. While Natalie is having a bath, she receives a call from Kevin. Kevin tells her he is coming home. He also mentions the message she sent him, asking him to stay out. But Natalie doesn't remember ever sending him that message. She checks her phone. She finds the message. Natalie believes someone has entered the house and used her phone. She checks the recordings, from which she sees a man climbing out from under the bed while she was sleeping. Suddenly, a man attacks her from behind, knocking her out. When she wakes up, her hands are tied. There are pictures of the previous homeowner in front of her. Now Natalie understands what is going on. Claudia mentioned her sister-in-law cheated on her husband. The man attacking Natalie could be Claudia's sister-in-law's lover. The man enters the room and wants to inject Natalie with something. Natalie persuades him to stop. Just then, Kevin arrives home. Natalie says to the man that she understands he loved Claudia's sister-in-law, but she still chose her husband in the end. His love turned into hate. That's why he killed the woman and her husband. The man is surprised that Natalie understands him so much. He kisses Natalie. Suddenly, the man notices Kevin is home from the monitor. He turns around and wants to kill Natalie. Natalie is very smart. She tells the man that she doesn't love Kevin anymore, and if he kills Kevin, she will be with him. It turns out the man buys for shit. So later, he climbs out of the room through a secret passage. Kevin enters the bedroom and thinks Natalie is waiting for him in bed. However, he is startled to see the body is actually that of Natalie's sister, who is now dead. Before the man attacks Kevin from behind, Natalie calls out to Kevin. Luckily, Kevin avoids the man's attack and has a fight with him, but the man knocks Kevin out. Natalie escapes from the secret room, but is now in the same room with the attacker. The man discovers Natalie and pins her down on the floor, trying to strangle her. Natalie distracts the man with the flashlight, and he loosens his grip and gets up. However, the attacker catches her again. Before the man chokes Natalie to death, Kevin injects the man with deadly hormones from behind. Natalie takes her chance and stabs him with scissors. As he dies, all the misunderstandings between Natalie and Kevin are resolved. Natalie and Kevin move out of the house and start a new life. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.